Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Connor on Connor's Retribution Analysis. It's been a long time since I've posted. I have been playing games. I just haven't had the ability to post them. Life's been very busy post-child. But this game is going to be a lot of fun. It's against my brother. We've got our bag of Skittles. We've got our drinks. We've got everything. It's in our house. It's nice, casual, fun. Goes back to learning the game. I've always been a rep player. My brother's always been a Cygnar player. And eventually we moved in together, and later on in life, a while back, but later on in our lives. And he kicked the crap out of me with Cygnar against Rhett for about 40 games, and that's how I learned the game. I went to 75 points pretty quickly. He beat me mercilessly, and eventually I got out of that dark age by discovering Vyros 2. But it's been a long time since I played Cygnar. I've beaten the crap out of him ever since I discovered Vyros 2. But this is not a game where I have Vyros 2. This is a game where I have Goreshade 4. I have some tools that he does not like. But overall, I'm just running a bunch of paper people up the board for him to shoot. Because Cygnar is very much a faction designed to delete infantry, which most factions and most things in the game are designed to delete infantry, but Cygnar is particularly good at it. So, he went first, and that works just fine for me. This is a very live scenario, and I really think I can pop things off by scoring a lot. Everything of his is deletable as well. It's vice versa. I can delete his things very easily, just like he can delete mine. So with me going second, there's a chance for me to take a massive scoring lead and just delete everything he puts in the zones. So, let's unravel this problem one at a time. I've got multiple things going on. I want to score a crap ton next turn. So how do I do it? Over here, these murder ponies can walk around and shoot about anything that's over here. Also with the Hurricane, the Black 13 buried in there, and all these deadly shot guys, and Mage Hunter, not Mage Hunter, blah. The Captain Adepts, there's a lot of brutal damage, and I'm a little bit worried. That he could just he's skewed to this side, but I'm not under the impression that he can't just quickly collapse this side and blow me up if he wants to and create a side of the board where I just can't score or get anything done. So I'm going to move forward cautiously. I'm going to bring my Trident up, and I am going to force barrier it and repo 3 and try and block right there. The reason I'm doing force barrier is that if I go my full 14 inches or like 12 inches, he'll be able to sacrifice movement with a lot of things and be able to hit me reliably. If I walk up and repo, he can't sacrifice movement with his Hurricane. He can't sacrifice movement with his Captain Adept. He can't sacrifice movement with any of the ponies, which I don't think they have snipe anyways. But now also, aside from not being able to sacrifice movement, they also can't... They also have to hit a 7s instead of the murder ponies, at least have to hit 7s instead of 6s, or not 6s, 5s. So that's a pretty big deal. I really want my Trident to live, and I go up and I do that. I take this whole unit of Halberdiers and I start spreading them out behind the Trident in the forest, and over here, very careful to keep about 4 Halberdiers and some Halberdiers behind the Trident with line of sight to the objective. Goal is I think Trident can kill just about anything that's put in that zone next turn. Halberdiers need to kill the objective. Win-win, I score 2 points, locked in the bag. So that is the plan. Up in the middle, he has a lot of true sight things, but I think if I cloud here, put up Dauntless Resolve on this unit of Halberdiers, I can walk and repo them right behind the clouds here, and then put List Healers behind them out of Electro Leap and Trick Shot range, but within 5, which, Trick Shot and Electro Leap are 4, so it gets really weird for grounding. But I end up putting a List Healer over here and a List Healer over here, and trying to just make things difficult. I'm a little bit weird about the murder ponies coming in here and shooting out all my support, so I start walling off with my heavies and my lights and my Halberdiers. Over here, they have to run because the very unfortunate situation with these Halberdiers is they die to Electro Leaps. just like they die to the regular gunshot. So if I take my halberdiers and I shield wall, nope. Basically, all these guys threaten my my positioning line. I really wish I had an advanced move so I could push them back, but there's a good reason that was pulled out. All these murder ponies, they threaten my halberdiers where they are standing. So my options are I can walk up and shield wall and be 9 inches forward and not threaten the back of the zone. Really with anything. And my Harpy from here to here is not 5 plus, I think it was like 17 inches. So he has a safe spot where I just can't get him with a murder pony. So instead of walking up and shield walling, which if that's the case, I would have lost anywhere from 5 to 7 halberdiers, because if I put them in shield wall, he can kill one with a brutal damage, then kill another with brutal damage, and that'll leave 2 halberdiers not in shield wall. And then he can electroleap between those 2 halberdiers off of the other. And, you know, sometimes he might not break armor, but more than likely he'd kill about 7 of them with the murder ponies. In shield wall. Without shield wall, it's more like he kills 10 of them. I decide not to do shield wall and just hope that he misses some of the 6s and misses a little bit on armor, and hoping that I can at least get him to commit his murder ponies farther in so they're not buried in that back corner. And I think this is a mistake, but that was my reasoning behind it, and I should just walk up and shield wall and keep them in a brick so he can't do the electroleap crap. But yeah, that's how it ends up. Here we are. So his turn. He starts taking some shots at the Trident. Based on how the murder pony's damage rolls goes, it's if he's going to decide to do the hurricane or not. The damage rolls go abysmal. I mean, it's dice off 10 anyways, but he gets flare with the gun mage captain adept, so he can hit somewhat reliably. But they go abysmal, and the Trident suffers like 7 damage or something like that between the brutal damage from the captain adept, the deadly shots, and the murder ponies. So he abandons that plan and decides, instead, using Caine with fire for effect, trick shot, and Ace's trick shot, and all these murder ponies, he kills, I think, every single halberdier over here. Black 13 with true sight come up short on their damage rolls, and I think 1 halberdier dies, I think. So that was a thing. Oh, something really important that I forgot to mention. So I'm playing Goreshade 4, and guess what my opponent is playing? My brother's playing Nemo 1. And you're probably like, why on earth is he playing Nemo 1 in Sons of the Tempest? And the logic is very simple. Don't think about it too hard. He brought Caine 1, and Nemo, and he brought Sons of the Tempest. And he was going to make a list with them, and it was all impromptu on the spot. So he's like, I really think I like the idea of Caine 1. And then he looked at it, and he's like, oh, but if I play Caine 1, I can't play Caine 0. And I think Caine 0 is better than Caine 1. Okay, so I'm definitely not playing Caine 1 so I can bring Caine 0. So then he looks at Cray, and he's like, oh, if I bring Cray, everything's for Warjacks, and I have no Warjacks. But Cray's kind of fun, so he's pretty tempted there. He ends up not doing it because there's less Warjack points, and he can bring more points with Nemo 1. And so he brings Nemo 1, and it's just so he can bring Caine 0. That's my brother's logic for how we came to this spot. Nemo 1, for those that aren't aware, has a feat that disrupts Warjacks if he does damage with his feat. And he has a spell that does +2 strength to Warjack and Electroleap. And besides that, like he has Chain Lightning and an AoE, a Voltaic Snare, that makes it so Warjacks can't. It's an AoE 4 that they can't run or charge. So he's very Warjack geared, and he's good at fighting Warjacks. And I do not have very many Warjacks, and he does not have very many Warjacks. And also, all of his Warjacks can be powered up to 4. Whew. So yeah, Nemo 1 does not make much sense here at all. But here we are. I thought it was fun and funny and enjoyable. So that's how my brother's turn went. Yep. No, it looks like he killed like 3 halberdiers. That's better than I thought he did. But yes, he deleted all my halberdiers on the left. So, it's time to do awesome things. The plan is Trident's going to roll up to the party right here, and he's going to kill pretty much all the murder ponies. That's the plan. Whatever he doesn't, he's for sure going to try and... I'm going to prioritize those 3 murder ponies because they're in the zone. Halberdiers over here are going to charge this objective. I think I can get 4 halberdiers on it, and if I don't pop their mini feet, I have like a 50-50 chance on average dice of killing it. So I decided to pop their mini feet since it's super important, because then, you know, I score no points instead of scoring 2 points, and I really don't want to pull halberdiers from over here to go hit that objective. So, working left to right in my plan of scoring a ton of points and winning the game by scoring a ton of points. Trident rolls up, rolls perfectly average, like 3, 2, and 1 for its shots, misses the slam attack, which was boosted, and then it just proceeds to shoot down every single frickin' murder pony. I boosted at the back too, but I pretty much roll average on everything and kill all murder ponies, and then repo out of the way a little bit so that halberdiers can come shooting in here and kill the zone. I also run halberdiers, and I do this really weird position with all the halberdiers on the repos and the runs, so that this Tempest Gun Mage and the Captain Adept can't actually get in there to contest the zone without taking a free strike. And I think I'm being cheeky and clever and stuff, but yeah, we'll see if it actually works out. Over here, my plan is to apparate Arcnode and get Arcnode to Hurricane so we can put an armor debuff on a Hurricane, and that way the halberdiers and maybe help with Phoenix can reliably kill Hurricane. Oh, I forgot to mention, Nemo came up to here. He feeded on this Phoenix and this Harpy, boosted the damage, and both of them are disrupted. So, really blows. Anyhow, back to the plan. Chimera can't slip through this gap here and get within 8 inches of Hurricane. Chimera, after apparition, can't get around the side of that even after these halberdiers over here move to get with 8 inches of Hurricane. So because I poorly placed my Chimera, who in all reality should have probably been right about there in the forest, so what if he wants to E-leap off of Chimera and kill some of the halberdiers? That should have been fine for me. I would have had to move Lucille or somewhere. But anyhow, Chimera can't get to where Chimera needs to be. Usually I keep Chimera back so it can be an assassination piece after feat turn. But not this time. Anyhow, Goreshade, the plan is kill Hurricane, kill this Black 13th dude with extra halberdier attacks. I have Phoenix in the wings to charge and finish off Hurricane if I need, because I can give him the 1 focus from Arcanist. Goreshade 4 needs to not die and pop feet. And then I need to get Harpy in here to contest. Because reasons. Because hopefully if Harpy's in there and he has to kill Harpy and he has to kill the objective and he has to get a Jack over there, he won't have the resources to do it. And so I can prevent scoring. So where should I put Goreshade? He's in a great place right now where he's pretty safe. But if I keep him here, I won't get all the delicious halberdier souls that are around where this Hurricane died. So instead, I decided to move him up right behind the house, and I put Ghost Walk on Phoenix, just so Phoenix can get to where he needs to be to do really cool Phoenixy things with the focus from Arcanist. And then I camp 5. I drop Dauntless Resolve. I think, you know what? I'm in a really good position. The only way I screw this up is if Goreshade dies. And I've got cover, and I've got 5 focus, and I've got a feed up, and yeah, hopefully this works out. So halberdiers charge Hurricane. I think I get every single halberdier on, and I leave Hurricane on like 17 some boxes, which is about average dice. I just didn't do very good math, and I didn't have as many halberdiers as I wanted. So I'm thinking, okay, I've got my 2 ghost snipers. That's 6 more damage, 11 damage. Phoenix is going to, with Ghost Walk, charge and get over there. And if I roll well, I'll hopefully kill it. Phoenix gets in there. I roll, I think, an 11, which is pretty much average. And it does, I think, 9 damage or something like that to him. So, no, it does. It ends up where he has 7 boxes left. So ghost snipers go and plink away his remaining boxes, leaving one box left. And I have a choice of it either being Cortex or I have a choice of it being left arm. I decide I don't want him to have a Cortex, and so he has his left arm. And the Halberdiers repo around. Harpy sacrifices movement and is not going to get a focus to run because Phoenix had to charge in there. And so Harpy sacrifices movements, shoots down this murder pony. And I'm just hoping he's going to have to walk Ace over here into the zone. And I'm just accepting at this point that I'm losing that side. Bliss Healer comes running up the middle, sits on that flag. So I get 3 points between this zone, that objective, and that flag. So with plan going pretty wrong and not killing Hurricane, not killing this Black 13th dude, I missed out on another point. 4 is a big difference than 3, but I still feel like I'm in a really good position. So my brother, also here's all the clever things I did with Halberdiers. This guy is spaced like this, and this guy is spaced like this. So if this dude moves any direction, he's taking a free strike if he tries to go this way at all. This guy can't get through there, can't get around here, can't get through there, can't get through here, can't get anywhere. And I feel pretty cute about that. So my brother decides he wants to start this turn off by Hurricane getting fire for effect is still on her. No, it's on this gun mage right here. Caine comes over and puts out fire for effect on Hurricane, and then he just starts shooting down Halberdiers, doing trick shots and blowing them all away and stuff. And that's really bad. And then Hurricane, he can't sacrifice movement. He needs a 13 to hit Goreshade. He has a slam for hitting Goreshade. So he scoots around and he rolls with his left arm that's not crippled, so it gets 2 dice plus the fire for effect. Even though he doesn't have a Cortex, that means it's boosted. He gets he needs to roll 13 on 3 dice. He rolls a 16, a 655, slams Goreshade right into Harpy, and at this point I know the game is over. He wasn't expecting to hit that, and his plan was then to start drifting AoEs and try and kill all these Halberdiers here, try and kill Phoenix, and try and work from this side of the board over. But he lands the slam on Goreshade that he needs. So the Hurricane shoots up with his 1 dice shots on Goreshade, doing a little bit of damage to him, Ace comes over, shoots him. And then the 4 murder ponies come over, and after my shaves, kills them to the box with everything being shaved. And there were some below average damage rolls on there, which is really lame. However, he does have a decent attrition game. He might not be able to clear and score scenario or score this flag or come back on that or even contest this. I don't know how that all works out. But next turn, I would be looking to try and close the game out on scenario. I would have a lot of souls. I have a Chimera ready to go. I shouldn't have a problem. Let's say he scores 2 and it's 3-2. I feel like I should be able to score 4 points next turn. And that would be by running Harpy to here and using probably my Chimera over here to kill out the other models that are over here. At least I would hope. I would still hope I had Phoenix. However, Black 13th messed up Phoenix real good just for the funsies of it to see what would happen. And Phoenix was on like 6 boxes after them, after they got in there with their synergy brutal damages. I would really need the Trident and I don't even know if I'd win next turn. It would be very interesting because I don't feel like I can go many more. I mean, at some point, Trident's going to start carrying the game, but I'm just not going to have the raw models just because everything will have been deleted by Electroleaps, trick shots, and just guns. So it would have been a fun game after this, but hopefully you enjoyed this game as much as I did. Thank you all for watching, and I guess I should have kept Goreshade 4 back and just not used defeat. Or maybe I should have put a cloud right there. Maybe that's really what I should have done. But here we are. Anyhow, thank you for watching, and hope everyone is having a great day. day.